Are on the westbound 60 freeway where a CHP pursuit is in progress right now.
Stu Mundell is overhead in Sky 9. Stu, what did they want this driver for in the first place?
Well, they wanted this driver for the first place for speed, but unusually about this is, you know what? This guy's going about 60 miles an hour right now. As soon as they lit him up, we've been following this basically since the Inland Empire on the 60 freeway. We've been listening to it. We just got overhead. It seems to be a Mercedes, like a 2006 Mercedes. And again, you know, you can see the officers, a CHP behind him there, not speeding at this time, going about 60 miles an hour on the freeway. He's basically established himself on the 60 freeway, been staying on the 60 freeway, and again, originally wanted for speed, but then apparently as soon as they lit him up, he basically slowed down here to about 60 miles an hour. We're in the Diamond Bar area right now. He's using the middle lanes. We're going to be coming up, I believe, onto this the 71 freeway as we, the 57 out here in Diamond Bar as we keep moving along out here. Traffic is very, very light. You can see other cars on the freeway, probably a little confused about all those reds and blues blinking behind him up there. But again, it is a pursuit on the 60 freeway. Original one is speed. We heard the description of the vehicle as a, as a Cadillac, but when we got up overhead, it definitely looks more like a Mercedes. Again, he's going about, now I'm just hearing an update, they're saying he's going about 55 miles an hour, so he actually slowed down a little bit. That would be the 57 right there that we just passed under. And again, the only want they want for this vehicle right now is speed.
And Stu, any idea where this started originally?
You know, we started hearing it when it was in the Ontario area, 60 freeway, right about the 15. That was the first time we heard this call. We also know that, from listening in, is we know that this vehicle was registered out of the Roland Heights area. So there's a good possibility of this person trying to make his way back to the Roland Heights area. We're losing him there behind a wall. I'm going to have to talk to my pilot here for a second. But again, basically there's a transition right there. That's for the 50. Probably for the 57, I'm sorry. And again, this pursuit now just moving along 55, 60 miles an hour, westbound 60 freeway.
It's interesting to watch. The driver has slowed down, says Stu, since the beginning of this chase, but it doesn't work retroactively. If he or she was driving over the speed limit before and wanted for speeding, there's no calling that back. And the one thing about this particular chase is that the driver, for the most part, is going against traffic. This time of night, it's heavier on the eastbound side of the 60, typically, than the westbound, and tonight that seems to be the case as well.
And Stu, you had some information.
Definitely, you know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Stu, I was just going to ask you, you had some information that this suspect, the driver, could possibly be from Roland Heights. Have we passed through the Roland Heights area just yet?
No, I believe we're still on our way to the Roland Heights area, and it depends on which freeways this person takes to get there. Again, right now we just saw this CHP parked on the side of the road there. Those officers apparently switching out, as we understand it. He's entered into another division out here. Brake lights are on. A possibility here that nope. Again, it looks like he just has a little bit of traffic ahead of him there, and he's just slowing down even more. Again, you know, sometimes these can be a little bit exciting, and you can be a little jovial with these things, but again, you just don't know why this person isn't stopping. Don't know, maybe this vehicle's been stolen, and again, it's very erratic. It's like you said, it retroactive. It is, you know, you can't just slow down and they're going to go, oh well, he's obeying the laws now, we're just going to let him go. But again, he did not stop, and that is the problem that the officers are facing right now. They don't know what this guy is all about. They don't know why he's slowing down and he's not pulling over, but he's definitely just keeping this same speed out here, basically moving around. The traffic super light, would call it pursuit light would be a good word, because it seems like a lot of times you always think to yourself, how do these guys hit these freeways where there's no traffic? But the pursuit is still going on. CHP definitely still behind them. And again, there's been switching. We've been going through different agencies, different areas, so the officers have been switching off, handing the pursuit off to other agencies. But again, this started way out past the Ontario area.
Stu, any law enforcement helicopters up in the air with you?
They Kent, they did ask for some, originally that was one of the things we heard them asking for was a helicopter, but there hasn't been one that has responded as of yet. I'm going a little bit wider here because I see a bunch more officers coming up. I just wanted to see where they were with the camera. I think we're getting a little ahead of this guy. Usually these pursuits we're trying to keep up or at least matching their speed. This guy moving very, very slowly out here. There's the on-ramp. There's the officers from the CHP. Again, they're switching sides here. I believe that's the Santa Fe Springs area, CHP, lighting them up there, trying to get this guy to stop. But again, no luck, and it does look like we're being joined now by a helicopter.
And if this driver is going on the 60 westbound headed towards Los Angeles, we know that there are some other cities in between that before he actually hits Los Angeles. Stu, have you seen this driver exit the freeway at all, or has it been on the freeway the entire time?
It's been on the freeway the entire time. We're getting into the Rowland Heights area right now. You can see the officers behind him there. These officers being a little bit more aggressive, and it does seem like this person might be taking the off-ramp here, or at least gesturing like he's planning to. I believe this is going to be Hacienda. And again, the officers from the CHP following behind him there, and again, you know, these guys, they want this guy to stop. That's what their whole intent is, to figure out why this person is being civilly disobedient and not just pulling over like he's supposed to. Again, Rowland Heights is where this vehicle is registered out of, and it seems like, you know, maybe this guy is just trying to drive his vehicle home. It's pretty unclear right now. I'm going to try to push in a little bit closer. Seems to be a C-Class Mercedes. The windows are tinted, so we can't see inside. But again, this person definitely aware these officers are behind him. As you can see, making some kind of move there. A little bit through the tint, you can see him looking around. Officers getting out of their vehicles like maybe this person's going to stop. Again, though, it seems like just kind of creeping along here. But again, has not stopped yet, and I have to correct myself. We're on Nogales. We just exited Nogales, and we're going to be northbound off of Nogales.
And so there you are in Hacienda Heights, and now a squad car is pulled alongside, which is a sort of unusual move, but certainly this driver now is stopping. We don't know also, because this is where it gets so tense, if this driver is alone in this vehicle.
Again, the suspect possibly from Rowland Heights. The car, as far as we know, is registered out of Rowland Heights.
But look at this, Susie. They just walked up to it. This is unusual. They simply walked up to the driver's side. Stu, I don't see weapons drawn.
Very, not at all. Officers just walking up. It seems to be an elderly woman in the vehicle. These officers, they just basically walked right up to the vehicle like they might even know this person. And no weapons drawn, knocked on the window, actually tried to open the door. Now they're escorting this elderly woman out of the vehicle, and possibly inebriated. We can't really tell, but again, they're basically just talking to her right now. This pursuit coming to an end out here on Nogales, just north of the 60 freeway. A pursuit, of a slow-speed pursuit this evening in the Rowland Heights area.
Yeah, this driver originally wanted for speeding, but it appears that she poses no threat to the officers, and it appears that they knew that going up to that vehicle, Kent.
Yeah, it certainly does. So it looks as though everything has come to a safe end, and that's the way everyone likes it. It didn't cause too much of a commuter slowdown on the westbound side of the 60 freeway from the Inland Empire. Ending now in Hacienda Heights tonight. We'll keep an eye on the situation. Stu Mundell is live over